So every week after the Summer I Turn Pretty airs, I make recap and discussion videos. And in preparation for the one I'm going to make tonight about episode 7, I found something or noticed something, wanted to analyze something that I see no one else talking about. And if you've never seen my face before, hi, my name is Stella. I make videos about all things media, that being books, TV shows, and movies. And I would love it if you gave me a follow to join my community and also stay up to date or see videos like this and more. But okay, let's get into this. I've seen a lot of people talking about how Belly's narration is not as prevalent this season. And one of the big pieces of analysis that I've seen and I agree with is it's supposed to show that she is losing herself, right? She's like not in touch with herself, therefore she kind of has nothing to narrate, I guess. But I also wanted to talk about the narration being a tool to let the audience into Belly's mind. Also, the fact that we know that Belly is a pretty much unreliable narrator. And so all of this brings me to this wild theory. Like, genuinely, I have a feeling I could be like 20% correct on this theory. But I think, which this might be obvious, but Belly is like talking to the audience, but I think that her narration could be some sort of thing that we're going to see at the end of the show to like wrap up the whole series. And this might be a bridge too far, but I could see her maybe like story timing to her kids or even just like maybe writing about it or like reminiscing in a journal of some sort or like maybe her diary or something. I don't know. But the reason why I feel kind of strong that like the series might wrap up in this meta sort of way is because in the beginning of episode 7, I think that Belly actually broke the fourth wall. And let me explain. So she's narrating to us in the beginning of the episode and she's talking. And this is like the first time that she's really like spoken to us, honestly, in a while. Again, like her narration is very sparse throughout the season. And she's talking about how she feels like the whole kiss, almost kiss thing with Conrad and the surf accident was like, it's like a distant memory. And she just needed to bridge ahead, whatever. Then she's like mid sentence. And when Conrad walks in the room, her narration pauses for a split second and then she goes back to it, almost that she's like cognizant of what we're watching. I don't know how to explain it. Hold on. I'm going to show it to you.
He's almost here. Jared's on his way, and Conrad's surfing accident feels like a distant memory. It's like a dream that happened to someone else. And the further
And this could totally just be like super simple and just to show that Conrad throws Belly off her axis all the time. Like he wrecks her plans, just like how he says to her on the beach. Like all of that is very plausible. I don't know. I wonder how they're going to wrap this series up. And that really makes me think that the narration maybe plays a bigger part in this whole puzzle, if that makes sense. Also, I did read book 3, so I know what happens. So this is kind of also where I'm coming from. Like, I know how it's going to end, at least partially in some way. But quickly going back to the unreliable narrator thing, I do think that this shows how unreliable of a narrator Belly is, that she's maybe reminiscing on what her thoughts were at the time and she's like dead silent through the parts that were frustrated with her through, right? So many people were saying that they were so angry at how she reacted to Conrad's confession at the end of the episode. And while I, sure, like, does that frustrate me? I don't, does that frustrate me? Yes. I don't think that she should have said that to him, but I do get where she's coming from. And there's so much analysis on that. But like, she's dead silent during like the whole freaking episode when she's thinking about him, all this stuff. And so it's almost like she's telling the audience, this is what I was thinking, watch what really happens kind of thing. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? I need them below. And stay tuned, I guess, tonight for my recap and discussion video. If you don't know what those are, check all of them out on my page. I also have it for another show, The Last of Us season 2, that aired like a couple months ago. So I kind of do this regularly for shows that come out weekly. But they're so much fun, and I basically just go over the episode piece by piece, and I'm probably gonna do this one a little bit different. I think I might speed through a lot of the scenes and really focus on some of the key important scenes today, but yeah, that's what those videos are. So again, give me a follow if you wanna stay up to date on that. I also make content about lifestyle and beauty sometimes. So again, if that's your jam, I would love it if you gave me a follow. But please let me know your thoughts on this below. Did you catch this little hiccup in the narration as well? And yeah, I just want to know all your thoughts. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.